reason it's done. It's all done very, very purposefully. Don't think that, oh yeah, they're making me live, society's trying to make me live a life I'm not happy with, and it's reducing my testosterone levels, and it's making me miserable. Why does it do that? It's all done absolutely and utterly on purpose. It's absolutely and utterly purposeful. It's purposeful. And that's how they control us. Because it's the men who are going to stand up and say no to things. But we don't stand up and say no. You know why? Because the wife will be mad if we're out late. No rebellions. Got to be home at 9. That's what it is.
Bro, simple as that. Instagram boys are behind you in frame while we're talking about this shit.
But this is the reality of it. I understand completely why, as a government, they've come along and said, look, one man, one woman, sit there, even though they know it's not biologically normal. There's a few reasons for it, right? So we've got the first reason. Let's talk about the one man, one woman thing, where it came from. Because everyone knows it's not biologically normal. The human biological norm is that the top men have all the women, and the lower men have no women. If you look at the history, if you actually look at the genes, something like 99% of females have reproduced since the dawn of human time. Only 23% of men have. So the point being that in the olden days, 23% of the men had 99% of the women. And that isn't necessarily a genetic thing, that's a power thing, that's a success thing, right? You can be a king, you ain't got to be something special, but you're the king. So you fuck all the girls, right? All those other dudes never got pussy. So the reason society's come along and said one man, one woman is for two reasons. One is because it destroys the spirit of man, like we just discussed, to avoid rebellion. But two, when you have a whole bunch of men who don't get laid, they're dangerous. They're the people who are going to revolt. They're the people who are going to riot. They're the people who are going to commit crime. It's not good for society as a whole if all these men can't get laid. For a long time, we killed them off in wars and shit. But now everyone's living too long, right? So now we all exist. So it's like, all right, everyone needs a partner, and they sit there miserable with their partner and be too busy, too depressed, too sad, too self-absorbed, too selfish to worry about the bigger picture. So the reason men haven't marched on the street because of Corona is because they're too busy, upset and sad because the woman's being mean to them. That's literally it. It's also the reason they promote depression. Why do they promote mental illness at every corner? Because if you're so busy living inside your head, you don't give a fuck about what they do to you outside of your head. I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm anxious. I'm depressed, I'm sad, I'm anxious. Poor me. Self-absorbed. If they self-absorb everybody, then we're not going to rebel. Why do the Western powers also promote diversity? If every single person who is inside of a city doesn't think the same or look the same or have any kind of common ideology, how can they rise up together? How can they all